Hey everyone, welcome to another podcast. It's been a while actually since I've had a chat to the world and the creative juice mixers that you all are. A lot has happened really. New job, resigning from my current job, trying to plan my overseas trip and organise who's going to be around and all that sort of stuff. And I think I've been a bit stirred up too with a lot of things that have been swirling around my head and uh, when you try and make sense out of it, sometimes you realise the more that you try, the more you forget that the sense is right in front of me. If I sound funny, uh, I'd go to the dentist and look, I don't mean to burn you, but it was horrific. So I have this slight whistle now, which drives me nuts, but I'll get it fixed. So over the last couple of days, even weeks, I've noticed that a lot of my thread on Facebook algorithms, for some reason, even YouTube, has brought up a lot of faith-based stuff, music, Christian music, blah blah blah, podcasts, and I haven't really been digging around in that at all because, as you may know, I don't subscribe to organized religion in any way, shape, or form. But what happened is I had a little epiphany. I saw the Lord. No, I did. Sorry, that's blasphemous, and I'll probably get banned. But I realized that when all these religious people talk about putting all their faith into God, Allah, whichever it may be, and how much it will guide them across difficult terrain, challenges, guide them when they're weak, and all that sort of stuff. In my brain, it went like ping. What my interpretation of it is actually, and what sits well with my philosophical sort of view, is that it's you and me that should have faith in us doing what's required to be the best we can be. That's all it is. The rest is just trimmings and power and control issues by an institution to tell you that you need to have some kind of belief in something esoteric, whatever it may be, that will enable you to do what lies before you as a challenge. BS, I say, and it's really sort of settled a lot of my at times drifty mind. How do you make the best out of things, and what do you sort of draw on? And yeah, I had this, like I said, this sort of light bulb moment that we ought to be our own faith. We should not sort of sell out. Okay, maybe sell out is strong, but we shouldn't rely on some other power that we don't know, a spiritual power, to enable us to do what we need to do, or overcome what we need to overcome. That's us. I find that very organic, very makes a lot of sense to me. So that was great. I sort of realised that, and I've been looking at high, low, left, right, up, down for many decades. Not so much recently, obviously, but initially in my 20s and 30s, for meaning and belief and guidance and purpose. And here I am at mid 50s, and I've come to this conclusion that I am my own faith, and it's great. I think I've sort of subconsciously have lived like that for quite a few years now. So that's been great. And the other thing that I have noticed more and more, as you all have, is this constant barrage of information. And now that AI, artificial intelligence, is going to come into the game as well, I'm not a huge fan of it, I have to say. I know it's sold as, you can have some fun with it, and I'm sure you can, but I don't trust it. I think it's another step towards disempowering humanity. It'll cost a lot of job losses, and the truth will all of a sudden become a lot more wishy-washy, because AI isn't going to care about the truth. It only cares about information it can gather based on what's available on the internet, books, literature, history, all that sort of stuff. And then it collates all that and will solve whatever quest you put in front of it. But it won't have anything to do with necessarily being truthful. Freaks me out a bit. But we'll see. Hopefully I'm just cynical. Well, I am cynical actually. I don't trust this high tech sort of stuff, because if you look around, the world has sort of taken off in that direction anyway. It's all about what you have, what you need to do, how we can sort of influence and control others as to what they should be doing. You could argue maybe I'm doing that too. Hope not. And yet the only security that we have is that what's ours are moments in time like this, or whatever moments in time that you are aware of and conscious of, and that you enjoy and appreciate as a great moment in time in your life. That's the only guarantees we have. The rest, housing, fancy watches, whatever else that we acquire, by the time we die, dead, it'll mean nothing. So that will be something that we should refocus on. I think same as doing what you want to do. Do what you want to do. People that tell you what you should be doing are generally unhappy with their lives. So do what you want to do. Breed rabbits. Do yodeling and learn how to cook some kind of dish, whatever it may be. Do what you want to do. Be who you are, who you want to be. Have faith in yourself. There we go again. So yeah, it's been bubbling away in my head for quite a while, and thankfully today I've taken the time to share some of my thoughts. I think simple is better, less is better. I think people should learn to hang with themselves in silence, with themselves, by themselves, with nothing to distract them. Meditation, man. Yeah, you can call it what you want. But it's a beautiful thing to have, because I think if we do it enough, it resets our overworked, over-pounded brains in regard to what's going on out there around us, the world. And there's simply no time to actually go back to the fundamentals, sort of points of what makes us who we are and what matters. So so these are some of my musings, as I say, and I hope you're all well. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourselves. Praise yourselves like Snoop Dogg when he did that speech. First of all, I'd like to thank myself for all the good stuff I do. He wasn't just kidding around or stoned. He probably was, but he wasn't kidding around. He actually has a lot of insight, and he's a smart man in regard to we should learn how to validate ourselves, give ourselves praise, and make ourselves feel good about what we say to ourselves, not seek external validation via others or achievements. We should be kind and self-validating. So yeah, there we go. We can end with a bit of Snoop Dogg at the end of the day. An eclectic journey once again, Stefan. Oh well. All right, take care, and talk to you all soon. Bye.